89 people are still in the hospital after that shooting, and for some of them, life may never be the same.
New at 10. 9 on your sides, Jennifer Martinez spoke with a survivor of the January 8th shooting in Tucson who says the damage from being victimized in an attack like this never goes away.
The ripple effects from the tragedy in Las Vegas will go into the millions.
It's been nearly 7 years since Pam Simon saw her life flash before her eyes on January 8, 2011, when a gunman opened fire at Congresswoman Gabby Giffords' Congress on Your Corner event here in Tucson.
In a matter of just a few seconds, 19 people were hit, 6 of those were killed. I was one of the wounded.
Pam says the bullet passed her wrist, went into her chest, miraculously missing her heart, landing in her hip. And while the sheer terror of January 8th is behind her, certain things still bring back those moments, like the countless mass shootings we've seen since her encounter. Aurora, San Bernardino, Orlando, Sandy Hook, and now Las Vegas.
You'll have PTSD for the rest of your life, but how you can manage it.
Mass shootings can bring back emotions, reactions, sadness, and understandably, anger.
It's just very, very hard to turn off that terrible knowledge of knowing what that person is going through.
Making her understand what others are going through when they feel as if no one else gets it.
When you have experienced being in a shooting, whether it's a single incident or a mass shooting, you know you have some identity.
Pam says it's a ripple effect. Family, friends, colleagues, and complete strangers all affected. Oftentimes many forgetting about the people who survived the attacks and what they have to go through for the rest of their lives.
For me, when I hear the number wounded, I think the general public sometimes thinks, oh good, they weren't killed. But those people wounded may never walk again or may never talk again.
For those who have went through a traumatic event such as a shooting and still struggle to get by, just know
there are people here for you, and to not feel alone, and to know that time does heal, but it never heals completely.
And if you would like to get involved or just talk to someone, Pam says there's a group called Everytown Survival Network. The common tie is everyone has experienced gun violence in some way. It will be a way for you to talk and get things off your chest, whether it's anger or confusion. There is also a group called Moms Demand Action, and you can get all that information and more on KGUN9.com.